because paper ballots like this have gone out of style, it's important for districts to test their technology, especially around national elections. Tomorrow you can come here and walk right in and vote right here at Houston City Hall from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Reporting from Houston for Grady News Source, I'm Joe Kopsho.
While you just heard that performance is not going to be tied to NIL deals, it is still likely that some players will get it. While the overall prevalent thought is that these players won't be affected too much, this still marks a changing of the times, as just 3 years ago, college football players couldn't make money off their depiction. So reporting here live from Oglethorpe County High School, where these players could maybe start to make some money off their depiction. The Jackson County High School volleyball team has had a recent run of success with a 63% winning percentage over the past 5 years. The Panthers finished the regular season with a 29-6 record. And at the center of all this success,
go Chan, hit, good,
is senior setter Sydney McCutcheon.
I'm able to contribute a lot to my team. I feel like that I can kind of sometimes, if somebody's down, I can put them on my back and I can help them.
McCutcheon was named first team all-region in the 8th region of 6A volleyball. McCutcheon earned this honor by leading the region in assists and being 13th in the entire state of Georgia in the category. However, head coach Ron Fowler says her setting skills are not the only thing that sets her apart.
Really, the only way to compare it to is like that team that's had that quarterback that started for 4 years. So having her as like another coach on the court, I would say, it's huge for us.
McCutcheon has been a captain since her freshman year on the team and has always had the command of a leader. But McCutcheon also knows how to bond with her players. And the combination of her leadership ability and forming bonds is not lost on her teammates, especially Paisley Gillespie.
She's one of the best leaders I've ever had on my team because she is a leader with kindness. We need to have a big win and a big success, and I want to do it with hers.
Gillespie was named Player of the Year for the region, an honor she attributes in large part to McCutcheon. The two have played together since before high school and have developed
telepathy, I guess.
In her last opportunity for a deep state playoff run, McCutcheon will rely on more than just her skills on the court. She will rely on the leadership she has given.
Good. Sharp!
And the bonds she has formed.
This is the first team I've been a part of all 4 years that we have loved to come in every single day and see each other and just play and just have fun doing what we love to do, and I feel like that's really going to translate on the court.
In Houston, Georgia, for the Carmichael Sports Media Institute and my reporting partner, Torrin Smith, I'm Joe Cotton.
Here at the polling site of Commerce on Election Day, there's been a steady stream of people coming in and out as some feel like it is their civic duty to vote today.
Well, I think that's everybody's obligation, really. I mean, you've got to vote.
And the votes mattered. One of the biggest issues on the Commerce ballot was an issue of up to $13 million going toward a double gym recreational facility. It was passed by a count of 484 to 468, a small margin of only 16 votes. In the two neighboring municipalities of Nicholson and Maysville, important mayoral races were on the ballot, but turnout was much less than in Commerce.
Here at Nicholson City Hall, while there might not be as many people voting as other municipalities, there has still been a steady stream as people come on Election Day.
Nicholson had the second lowest turnout by total of the municipalities as Steve Nichols defeated incumbent Jan Webster to become mayor. The lowest total turnout was in Maysville, where incumbent Richard Presley remained mayor over Bill McLeish by 5 votes. While the low turnout is not unusual, these elections are impactful, according to political analyst Dr. Charles Bullock.
One could certainly make the case, though, that in terms of how a government's decisions impact an individual's daily life, those local elections arguably might be more significant than a presidential election.
The municipality with the highest turnout was Houston, as 31.84% of registered voters casted a ballot after former acting mayor James Lawson called for action.
Just get out there and vote, do your research, find the best people in place.
The hot button issue in Houston was the mayoral race, as Debbie Martin was elected to the position. She replaces acting Mayor James Lawson, who took over for Lauren O'Leary after her resignation. As Election Day has come and gone, Dr. Bullock highlighted that newly elected local officials, such as Debbie Martin, play an integral role in controlling taxes, road repavement, and more. For Grady News Source, I'm Joe Kopsho. The United States has the highest prison population and one of the highest recidivism rates in the world. Nearly 2/3 of convicted criminals are rearrested. The Jackson County Correctional Institute recognized this problem and developed a program that would rehabilitate inmates.
I was used to throwing people in jail. That's what I used to get, I get hyped up for it. I used to love doing it. But things have changed, the world's evolving. And now I'm more on helping people be successful in life.
The goal of the transitional center is to help those in it set up their lives for when they get out, so that they don't have to return.
Inmates within the program work various jobs within the local government, and they make money within the structure of the Correctional Institute. The program focuses around providing inmates a small amount of freedom and building a routine by going to these jobs. That way, when they get out in 12 to 15 months, they already have a routine that they can do on the outside world. In this way, it builds rehabilitation of the mind, while the money they make from these jobs allow them to buy certain things such as housing and food so that they don't have to resort to the life they had before.
The structure of the program has helped many, as former inmate Charles Henson gives thanks to the program for his new life on the outside.
I mean, they helped me save money, and they provided a structure that was needed to have discipline when you get out versus getting out and just doing what got me back, got me there in the first place. It's indescribable. When you have everything taken away from you for a substantial amount of time, and then you get it back all of a sudden, you can't describe it. Words, you can't put it in words.
Henson was even able to buy a home before he was released, and while that may be a lofty goal, according to Deputy Warden Minix, he is not the only success story of the program.
Our best estimate is we got about a 65% success rate. I wish I could say more, but when the average institution is running an 18 to 25% success rate, I'll take that 65 every day.
A Clark Atlanta University study found that participants of a transitional center program are 11% less likely than the general population to return to prison within 3 years. The Jackson County Correctional Institute has shown improvement on that number and continues to develop a program that is helping the county as a whole. Reporting for Jefferson, Georgia, for Grady News Source, I'm Joe Kopsho. In the bottom of the first, Bryce Elder will be on the bump for the Braves and face Schwarber, Turner, and known enemy of the Braves, Bryce Harper. This game could go any sort of way, from a pitching duel to a home run derby. We'll have more updates later in the show. Back to you, Alex. These alerts are a sign that you might want to bring in your favorite animal, prep your pipes, and most importantly, if you hate the cold like I do, safely warm up your car. And if Georgia weather is not confusing enough, there's a red flag warning, also known as a fire warning, in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. A red flag warning indicates a combination of very low humidity and strong winds that make fire spread more rapidly.